What's up, guys? Welcome to the first video of my brand new series, Echoes of the Past. We'll basically be going through great musics from every part of the world, and from more than 1,000 years ago up until today. So, if you're ever interested in things behind the music you enjoyed, please make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications, so you won't miss any future episode. Also, feel free to comment below about anything you are interested in but I haven't covered yet, so you can learn about anything you want to know in a future episode. Without further ado, let's get into the fascinating music you just heard half minutes ago. We will dive into the world of ancient chants, explore some different traditions, and the most effective ways to learn what exactly that you are so adored with. Chanting, or more specifically Western plain chant, is widely considered the start of Western music. They are mostly sacred music that serve people's beliefs in different parts of the world. Besides Western world, there are also some chanting traditions developing in the Middle East, North Africa, and Asia, and still being carried on today. In the 6th century, the Pope Gregory I was pushing Gregorian chant, which mainly arose from Old Roman chant, our subject today, and Gallican chant throughout the whole Europe. The first, and one of the most important steps of learning and understanding chants in the ancient time is transcribing them. Now, you might wonder, why are we doing this when music comes with a score? Well, chants from ancient times were using a completely different notating system, which makes them a lot trickier to understand. Or even worse, according to Louis ibn al-Faruqi, the oral tradition in the Islamic period was prior therefore to the written, in importance as well as in time. It's actually true to most of the chanting traditions out there that they don't have a notation system at first and then developed one later on. Let's get back to the notation system they used. Our stuffed paper with music looks somewhat like this, or this, which has been used for hundreds of years. But back then, people were using neumes that looked like this, or this, to notate. What neumes does is that it indicates relevant distance between each note, instead of telling us what the exact pitches are. Transcribing them into modern notation helps us to know what's going on in the music in a way that we're familiar with. Alright, that's enough of lecturing. Let's proceed to the music now. The first thing we are listening to today is an old Roman chant, Terra Tremut, by Ensemble Organum at Easter Sunday service. Oh, it's such a great music, isn't it? Now, transcribing chants isn't as easy as capturing the notes and durations and put them together on a stuffed paper. Since the improvisational quality often offer a great amount of freedom to the chanters, we need to figure out how to transcribe them in a way that's easy to understand and keeping those important parameters while still allowing some creative freedoms. Also, the concept of keys and bars doesn't exist at the time of chanting, which also brings the difficulty for us today to know what's going on up a notch. So, based on all this context and the nature of chanting we just talked about, we don't want the key signatures and the bar lines on our stuff paper. Also, we can ignore the stems and only use the head of whole notes and quarter notes to keep the flexibility of the music while also indicates musical sentences. With the score, we can clearly see that there's a lot of smooth passages, and while we double check it with the audio, it will be so much easier for us to follow the modality, which can be difficult and time consuming for us to identify just by listening. According to Lois Ibn al-Faruqi again on Islamic tradition chanting, Quranic recitation is a solo vocal genre of improvisatory, free rhythm style. Each recitation is a unique event since no Qari seeks to imitate or repeat an earlier recitation of his own or any other reciter. So chants can sound quite different between different versions. Some may emphasize syllables with a gentle expression, while others have a bolder, richer sound, focusing on the musical direction. Let's hear another recording of the exact same chant, which can be the perfect example for this situation. After listening to several versions, we can tell different versions proves that the way we thought where the sentences were divided is correct on a certain degree. It's quite noticeable that the second version has a gentler expression and articulation. The chanter emphasizes syllables, and there's only one person. On the other hand, the first version tends to be more bold, has a rich expression and articulation, emphasizes direction musically, with less clear syllables and a cantus-like quality. Also, multiple people are joining in the middle. Chants can vary greatly in terms of durations, style, and even the choice of recitation. Although the notation systems may be similar, chants from different regions, cultures, and beliefs have unique techniques and modes. Old Roman chant, as we were listening, has a simpler, more direct sound, with less ornamentation and a more lyrical feeling. Islamic chant has a highly expressive and emotional sound, with singers using a wide range of vocal techniques and improvisation. often includes recitations of the Quran. You can hear crazily high registrations and constant ornaments. Byzantine chant has a complex ornamented sound with singers using a lot of vocal decorations and embellishments. But for the range, it most likely won't go as crazy as Islamic chant. Gregorian chant has a calm, flowing sound with one melody line, often sung by a group of people taking turns or singing together, which I consider as the most neutral or pure chant. Ambrosian chant has a distinctive sound that contains a lot of vibration, with a more varied melodic style and different types of chant structures. Additionally, you will hear a lot of microtonal ornaments in a lot of different chanting traditions, which caused mainly by the mode they use, or it can be original tradition. And that is our introduction to ancient chanting. I hope you enjoyed this journey into the world of ancient chants and have a newfound appreciation for the importance and challenges of transcribing these beautiful musical pieces.